We're back at the pond. Well, I'm not quite at the pond. I'm at what we call our stepping stone pond. So it's a higher side of the pond. And then we have three more falls for the water. So the water you see coming out of the top where Julie's facing now, that comes out of the smaller pump, which then just drops down into the stepping stone pond. And then behind that, there's a little clump of rocks. If she points, that's where the other pump comes in. So they both feed separately, but ultimately it all ends up back into the pond. So as I said, we're going to do a follow-up after yesterday's major, I don't know if you call it cleanup or major thinning. So the water's settled actually pretty well. It's clearing quite nicely, considering the amount of mess I made yesterday. So yeah, we'll take you down there in a minute, but there was a few more bits and pieces I thought we'd mention. We lose about 1.5 to 2 inches of water a week in the pond when it gets really warm. We have to top up now and again, but we do have a system where all the water off of the barn, we have a big barn at the top, so all of that water that comes off of the one side of the barn all ends up here, back here in the pond. And I mean, we don't need a lot of water, a lot of rain for it to top it up really quickly. So we put that in last year? Yes. Yeah, last year we put that in once we'd finished the barn. And it's really useful. I mean, it's good, fresh, obviously, rainwater. Don't have to worry about anything going green or any nasties in it. And it's the same with our water from the well. There's no chlorine or fluorides in it. It's 250 feet down, the water. So it's pretty well, it's clear, it's clean, and there's no nasties in it at all. So yeah, so we're just going to take you just around the corner, show you where the water comes from. It's all piped in, as I say. And then we'll take you down and show you what we did yesterday and how everything's cleaned up. Barn's in the distance there. All the water comes off the roof into 4-inch pipe. It just about deals with the volume. And then it's all dug in underground. It doesn't freeze up, so it stays actually open all winter. As soon as we get a little bit of snow as well, that does help. But it's really useful. Even when the snow melts, it still ends up back in the pond. So the second skimmer, we showed you the first one yesterday, the second skimmer, exactly the same skimmer, smaller pump in here, much smaller, but this one does bung up regularly. Sometimes it's twice, 3 times a day, certainly in the fall when the leaves are all coming down. And as we said, this one feeds the very, very top of the waterfall. They get switched on as soon as I can, usually about March if I can, and then they just run until basically we have so much ice on the waterfall that it's causing us to lose water. Then we switch off. Pumps, actually, I don't pull the pumps out. I disconnect the pumps from the pipework and I just drop the pump back in the bottom. These things are nearly 4 foot deep, so I have no worries about it freezing up and ruining the pump. And as you can see, the pond has cleared quite nicely. Yellow balls, just to help deter the heron. He does drop by, swing by every so often, but it certainly doesn't seem to come down and bother the fish. Now, the people that know ponds may wonder why we leave it so late in the season to take away a lot of the vegetation. And again, as to the guys that know, that it's all about balance. Quality of your water is about balance, and that's to do with fish load, compared to plants, oxygenator, water flow. We have too many goldfish in here, but what do? I mean, we lose a few over the winter, we gain a few in the spring. So I don't like to do and clear out a lot of the vegetation in the middle of summer when we need that vegetation to help keep the algae, to keep the water clean, because obviously the plants are absorbing a lot of the nutrients that are in the water. The more plant material you have in the pond, the less nutrients that are in the water, the less chance of the water going green. So that's why I tend to leave it a little bit later, because I don't want to upset that balance. We have good water movement. We're pulling water to both ends of the pond via the skimmers.
And it's important to keep that one thin. The run.
Yeah, we do, as Julie says, we do try and keep the run a little clean to the skimmer. Certainly this skimmer that she's pointing at now, there's a lot of hornwort in there that does get bunged up. So periodically, even in the summer, I'll try and move a little bit. But as you can see, there is a clean run from the base of the waterfall to that skimmer. And then the other skimmer in the other corner, the water does find its way across. And it's water movement. We don't have to worry about aeration. We get enough aeration from the waterfall. Even on the warm, really hot, muggy days, the fish are never up gasping for air. I've never seen them do that. So we don't have to worry about that. So because it's also a wildlife pond, as well as the pond for the koi, we do have a bit of a beach area. The dogs do go in every so often, take a drink, but this is really important more than anything for the wildlife. So for the frogs, the toads, the newts, so that they can actually get out of the pond really easily. Which obviously, I mean, we've just built an area up. It's got river rock on it, and it just comes in to the side. The grass is grown in a little bit, but it's a really nice natural progression for the various frogs, newts, toads, whatever, to get in and out of the pond really easily. I mean, they can still climb out around the edge, but again, a beach area is a really nice thing to put in. So what we're going to do is just take you over and show you the amount of stuff. So hornwort, reeds, rushes. There's a few water irises as well that we actually pulled out yesterday. It's a full trailer load. So this, I don't think we did this last year. We did it the year before. So this gives you an idea of the sort of material we're pulling out again. And you can see how it spreads. Now this would have been the original. Probably, and then it sends out a root just in the stone, just on the surface, and then another one pops up, and then you can see it sending another one and another one. And if you leave this, it will take over your whole pond. So it's important every so often just to go in, take out all of this excess material, just like we've done, leave it on the side overnight, let any of the bugs and stuff get back into the pond. So this now will go down to the disposable area where all our green waste goes. So that's a little bit of information, a bit more background information on the pond.
But sat under the willow for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah. So the trouble is then no work gets done. Once you tend to sit down, the fish can be quite fascinating just to sit and watch. Dragonflies, even the swallows. Well, swallows have disappeared at the moment, but it's certainly in the early summer, the swallows are quite regularly drinking off the pond. So yeah, so like as I say, that's a bit more background, a bit more information on the pond. Hope that's been useful. I hope that's enlightened a few people, because I think everybody, if you've got room, should have it, even if it's just a small pond. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch up with you maybe next week, maybe the week after. We'll see how things go. Goodbye.